Dueling Dialogues is brought to you by our affiliates at IX Web Hosting. Click the banner on the rightleftchronicles.com to get up to 40% off your first year of the best hosting on the planet. Today's episode of Dueling Dialogue is brought to you by Saucy Eva. GMA's marinade is coming soon to a plate near you to gourmetize your meats and proteins. Coming to you from that once-forgotten artery that pulses through the center of the continental United States and into the heart of the Ozarks, Grace Matthews. Looking in from the northern border, our Canadian friend, along with his countrymen feeling the effects of U.S. political issues, Connor Murphy.
Welcome to Dueling Dialogues, episode 37. I'm Connor Murphy here with Grace Matthews, all the way in Springfield, Missouri. Hi, Grace. How you doing?
I'm very good. It's Friday.
Yes.
You know how I love Friday.
My favorite day of the week, too.
You know, it's always been my favorite day. Friday, even if I'm not doing anything, has a certain excitement attached to it.
Yeah, it's kind of like spring, just before the summer vacation, and Saturday and Sunday is the summer vacation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love it. I love Fridays. It's, living it up. Remember that song? It's Friday night.
Yeah.
I love that song.
You know what's better than it being Friday?
What?
4:30 Friday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's my favorite time.
Yeah, mine too.
Well, it was before it went carb-free. But I'll figure out something, even if I have to do it, drink it straight.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Well, what do we got today?
Well, it's Friday, as we've just been talking about, and as we all know that, exciting things can happen on Friday.
Yeah.
When you're talking politics. And, Mueller a couple of weeks ago with his special investigation into the Russian collusion, Russian election tampering, there's just such a whole litany of things he has spread his wings to investigate. Anyway.
Right. And when he should be investigating Hillary Clinton and the swamp.
Well, yeah, but he's doing everything but that and Uranium One.
Yeah.
Well, now he's focused on General Michael Flynn, who was, for a very brief period of time, security advisor to President Trump, to the administration. Well, this week, suggestions are out there that the Mueller Russian collusion investigation is closing in on General Michael Flynn and his son, Michael Flynn Jr. Apparently, Michael Flynn Jr. shadowed his dad everywhere. Now, I've never even heard of Michael Flynn Jr. till the past 2 days.
Right.
Anyway, he apparently went to every meeting that the elder Flynn went to, and actually, Michael Flynn Sr. might actually be ready to make a deal to save his son from prison. And my guess is from his wife killing him for getting his kid involved in this. I mean, I'd hate to tell you how I would feel about my husband dragging my son into these kind of things. That would just be, oh my gosh, it makes me mad just to think about it. Anyway, it gets better. It seems that the Flynns might have been part of a plot to kidnap a cleric to send him to Turkey, all for a payday of about $15 million.
Oh.
So we're talking big stuff.
And Turkey
My guess is Mueller,
Turkey's in the bad books right now.
Yeah, you were talking about that yesterday, I believe.
Yeah.
So I wonder if our relationship with Turkey has a little bit to do with Michael Flynn, because originally that's what they honed in on. Now, that this was before special counsel, that he had actually been a foreign agent, an advisor to Turkey, and gotten paid a lot of money, but without registering as a foreign agent. That's originally why Trump had to let him go.
I see.
So it keeps coming back to Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why Jeff Sessions isn't doing this instead of Mueller? Because Mueller's supposed to be about Russian collusion and voter tampering. And Jeff Sessions is supposed to have recused himself in relation to Russia, not Turkey.
Yeah.
I agree with a lot of people. Jeff Sessions is disappointing, or somebody has something over his head, because he ain't doing anything.
Yeah, it just sounds like he's being ordered by the DNC in this investigation.
It really does. You're exactly right. But we also have to remember, he was part of the Obama administration when Uranium One went down.
Yeah, so
he was one of the people that actually signed off on it.
He's covering his own ass. So why is he not stepping down?
I don't know. I don't know.
I call bullshit.
Well, outside of politics, when you're caught red-handed lying, you don't go back and pretend like it didn't happen, or we call you a sociopath or a psychopath.
Right.
However, when it comes to D.C., the Beltway, politics, these people are allowed to do this.
Yeah, and they're supposedly serving the public.
Well, and they appear to be like a bunch of sociopaths.
Oh, definitely.
It is very frustrating, but we're all going to be brain dead soon, okay? Yeah. Because of Facebook.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah.
We're in agreement there.
Yeah, well, now it's official, okay?
Oh.
The first and former Facebook president, Sean Parker, has come clean. He says, similar to the opioid and cigarette companies, it seems that Facebook founders knew of its psychosocial perils, potential narcotic-like dependence, and ultimately the backwards evolution as our brains would negatively, physiologically adapt to Facebook, just like cigarettes or opioids. Why? Because of dopamine. Sean said it literally changes your relationship with society and with each other. Now, you're right. We know that.
Yeah.
We do know that. I'm not sure at our age we can appreciate what it's doing to children. I mean, we can sort of because we see it, but they don't know a difference.
Right.
So it is very scary.
Thank God it wasn't around when I was a kid, because I wouldn't want any of that posted on Facebook that I did when I was a kid.
Well, exactly. It does make things pretty transparent. I mean, Sean actually told Axios, God only knows what it's doing to our children's brain. In the movie Social Network, they claimed Facebook, by design, exploits a vulnerability in human psychology to get its users addicted. Sean says that they, including Zuckerberg and Kevin Systrom of Instagram, all knew and understood. And I guess for billions, they just did it anyway. And just kind of like I said before, it's all about the dopamine that our bodies produce whenever our posts or pictures are liked online.
2 billion daily users of Facebook.
Yeah.
I believe their last quarter they did something like $10.8 billion. So,
and there's a whole litany. I mean, not only are people getting addicted, and it seems so sad that people are addicted to people liking their posts or pictures. I mean, that they need that kind of reinforcement. That's sad to me. But there's another syndrome that keeps coming up repeatedly, and that's where in divorce courts, when a marriage goes rocky, one of the people will paint a picture, a footprint on Facebook. And this is being used in court against another spouse. For example, like making the family life look wonderful when it's not.
Right.
Okay. It also makes other people upset, because if you see someone that has this perfect life and you go, my life is bad, you got to remember, people only share what they want you to know. The sweeter the feed, likely the more tragic the life behind it.
Yeah. And we haven't even mentioned narcissism of the selfie.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it really feeds into the worst of human nature.
Absolutely.
There are lots of Facebook addiction assessments online. You can see if you're addicted, but my guess is you probably already know if you are.
Yeah.
But that leads us to some news. Okay. In Tuesday's election, a 93-year-old World War II vet beat out the mayoral incumbent in Tinton Falls, New Jersey.
Wow.
Residents have a nice outlook for him because they just elected him to a 4-year term. By the end of his term, he'll be 97 years old. God love him. Okay. The DOJ is refusing to agree to the $85 billion merger between AT&T and Time Warner. It's all too much. They must sell off some sort of asset like CNN or the Turner Network or DirecTV, and everybody's upset because, see, Trump says it's too much power by too few. People don't think that this is a place where the president should weigh in.
Right.
I think his ongoing feud with CNN is a given that he would comment on this merger.
Well, it's kind of funny that the DNC is hurting for cash, and I don't think the right is really hurting for cash. So it'll be interesting if they put CNN up for sale. We may see a big change in the news.
Yeah, it would change the whole face of news. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Brooklyn 999. Brooklyn 99, only 2 nines. Actor and former NFL linebacker Terry Crews reported a sexual assault to the LAPD. He claims he and his wife were at a Hollywood party where he was groped by Adam Vinnett, a high-profile agent from William Morris Endeavor. Crews claims his wife witnessed the whole ordeal, and they were both appalled.
Why now? Why?
I mean, what in the world? Well, this is new. This one has at least just happened. This isn't one of those that was 3 years later.
3 years later.
Or 30 years later. 30 years later. But are these people, he said this guy grabbed his package.
Wow.
And actually, he said just never had that happen. I mean, what kind of place is Hollywood?
Yeah, it's... I'm surprised this is continuing to happen.
Yeah, I mean, this is new in the midst of all this other crap. What kind of an idiot is Adam Vinnett?
Blows me away.
Who would do that now?
Yeah, exactly.
First of all, who would do it before? But now, I mean, after everything we've seen come out of there?
Jeez. I don't know.
And the fact that they're really not even investigating. That's the interesting thing about a lot of these. They're not investigating. They're just saying, to hell with you. If you got a complaint against you, we don't really care whether it's true or not. We want you out of our lives. And I wonder if that is behind the scenes of these conglomeration, if that's not insurance companies talking.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, it just, the ball keeps rolling.
I don't know. If you ask me, they all need a psychological assessment, but they're not the ones that are going to get it. Drug kingpin El Chapo is undergoing a psychological assessment to determine whether or not solitary confinement is bad for his psychological well-being, as if we give a damn.
Yeah.
But he's getting it anyway.
Wow. What a waste of money. Obviously, solitary is hard on anyone.
I hope it is. I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's supposed to be a deterrent.
Guy's an animal.
He is,
right?
But give him some vitamin D3. And leave him there. Okay, I'm humane a little bit. Give him some vitamins.
Just feed him pizza and pancakes, whatever will slide under the door, right?
Right, exactly. But I have a new Hollywood crush, I think.
Oh?
Yeah. Oh, but he's from Texas, so it's not really like Hollywood. Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
I loved him anyway. But in conjunction with Wild Turkey, he celebrated his 48th birthday with complete and utter class. He drove around Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, personally delivering turkeys to those in need. Cheers to Matthew.
Wow.
I don't think a guy could do anything more appealing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it makes me just want to kiss him. Of course, I'd probably get arrested these days. It does.
You probably have to grab his package.
Oh, my God. No. Okay. Maybe a turkey, but not that. Oh, my gosh. I don't really like wild turkey, but I always go to Wild Turkey Wednesday at a local pub the night before Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving Eve. And it's always a blast. I never drink any turkey, but, I'm just not a bourbon drinker,
Yeah.
Anyway, Baltimore has problems.
Oh, do you think?
Oh, my gosh. Reportedly, 13 schools have no students, that's zero, none, zilch, that are proficient in math.
Wow.
How can you not have one?
Yeah. Seriously?
I mean, that's just unbelievable.
What's that say about the teachers, though, too?
That's what I'm really thinking.
Or the school board. Yeah.
What do they do all day? It's got to be a backwards, because some kids kind of innately have a understanding of math. I know that because one of my kids is like a math genius. That too, he understood it and nobody had really taught it to him.
Right.
He could understand a calendar and things that 2-year-olds don't understand. Now, it's hard to understand how he gets from A to Z because, I don't think like he does mathematically. But it would be hard to believe that in 13 schools, not one kid was born with a natural proficiency for math.
Yeah, something is seriously broken.
Yeah, I mean, surely somebody in 13 schools did what I did and played Mozart and, Beethoven for their fetus. I don't know. I don't know.
That's what you're attributing your son's success to?
Not really, but I did do that. And it did say, and I did the baby Einstein things. Yeah. I did all of it. Are you kidding? Don't take a chance. If you think it'll work, give that kid that chance.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't understand people sometimes. Marriage is a tough thing. If you're married to someone, there is divorce. You're stuck, but you're not even completely stuck. But when you haven't married them, you're not really all that stuck.
Yeah.
There's a woman out in New York. She pulled the plug on her fiance's kayak and left him to drown in the frigid Hudson. She's only getting 16 months to 4 years, and she might get time served.
Wow.
She might be out already.
Unreal.
You tell me the guy wasn't worth more than that? And why did she do it? He was a fiance, not a husband. Walk, baby, walk.
Yeah, this is a big wake-up call for him. Get the hell away from her.
Well, it's a little late now. He's dead.
Oh, he actually died?
Yes, he died. He's dead. And she gets 16 months to 4 years. And she's already waited trial, so they said that because of, prison overcrowding and stuff, she might just get time served.
What the hell?
Right, yeah. Yeah, and like I said, I just keep going back to people doing this to a fiance,
Yeah. Can you imagine being in her bad books?
Oh my God, what a nut. And I saw nothing that suggested she was going to go to a mental institution.
Yeah.
So she's going to be out there living. Beware, men. Beware of that chick. Okay. Al Green, not to be confused with the awesome vocalist, musician, the Democratic congressman from Texas, said, I now announce before Christmas there will be a vote on the chief inciter of racism, bigotry, hatred, xenophobia, sexism, and ethnocentrism. He wants the president impeached by Christmas.
Oh, that's very cute.
Yeah, as if it would happen that quick anyway.
Yeah. Well, first they need a reason to actually impeach Trump, which nobody's shown me or anybody else any reason to have him impeached.
Exactly. And I tell you what, you may dislike Trump, but let me tell you, they produced some pretty awesome kids in that family. Via video, Trump's 6-year-old granddaughter, Arabella Kushner, sang in Mandarin at the state dinner in China.
Wow.
Is that awesome?
That is pretty cute.
I saw a video of it. It was just beautiful.
Wow.
She was beautiful. She sounded so sweet.
Cool.
Awesome. Oh, and Charlie Sheen has made it back into the news. We've missed him so much, but this is really, really horrible. Rumors are floating around that Charlie, at age 19, raped the late child star Corey Haim when he was just 13.
Speechless.
Yeah, And this is something that Corey Feldman suggested, that these things were going on, that this basically Hollywood had a pedophilia sex ring, and he was going to reveal it. We talked about it a few episodes ago. Now, him and this Corey were considered the two Coreys.
Right.
They were very good friends. And the bad thing is that reportedly Corey Haim said that after it happened the one time and that Charlie Sheen would have nothing to do with him afterwards.
Huh.
I don't know why that just struck me as sad because it just I don't know, just it's just sickening is what it is.
Yeah, people need to keep it in their pants.
Yeah, I just, it's so barbaric lately. I thought we were above that.
Apparently not.
Especially professionally, we were above that kind of behavior.
Yeah.
I don't know, but this worries me. These tax cuts are becoming a huge problem. The tax cuts are now in the middle of a face-off between Congress and the Senate. Wall Street is growing weary as stocks start to turn downward. And at least 20% of the middle class stands to pay more instead of less. That will not go over well. This could be catastrophic.
Wow.
To our economy and to people. And unfortunately, I apparently stand in that 20%, and it's ugly.
That's not good.
And this is going to make it even harder to get anything done. The Republican candidate in the special election for Jeff Sessions' seat in Alabama, Judge Roy Moore, which Trump really was not behind this candidate. However, oh my gosh, some of the other Republicans were, like Steve Bannon. Well, they were wrong. Allegedly, he is a pedophile that has already assaulted at least three girls. Now, this was in the past, and it was way back in the past, and the Washington Post, of course, is the one that exposed it. But the Post has names, so that, I'm afraid, that's a done deal.
The timing is impeccable.
It is, but it will, because he's not going to win. I mean, the best thing would be to pull him to get another special election. I believe that's how that will work. But right now, as it stands now, if the Democrat wins, the Senate would be in a true deadlock. Now, you say, well...
Yeah, if Republicans are acting like Republicans and Democrats are acting like Democrats, but...
right, and Mike Pence, right, exactly. Mike Pence could break the vote, but you've got 3 to 5 Republicans that are behaving like Democrats.
Right.
So basically, you have tilted the balance of power.
Interesting.
Even though technically you're at a stalemate.
Yeah.
Not good.
No.
Not good at all. And there goes Trump's agenda down the toilet. And of course, we have one more sex assault in Hollywood. Comedian Louis C.K.'s new film, I Love You Daddy, has been pulled on the heels of sexual assault allegations from 5 women.
Wow.
This is a movie that's already been shot, was ready for release, and they pulled it. I mean, this is costing some of these companies a lot of money.
I can't even imagine. Millions.
Yeah.
If it was about to be released, oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how they can afford to do that. Again, I think insurance companies must be behind these conglomerations, and if anybody even smells of a sexual assault problem, you cut ties immediately.
Yeah.
We'll pick up the pieces later. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. But in light of the social media, rewiring our brains and turning us into mutants or robots, we have the tip of the day.
Okay.
Social media is great, but it doesn't replace human interaction. So have some fun this weekend and without getting arrested, literally get out there and touch someone.
Nice. Yeah, get off the couch.
And remember, tomorrow is Veterans Day in the United States, Remembrance in Canada, and, thank a veteran. According to Elmer Davis, and I agree, this nation will remain the land of the free only so long as it is the home of the brave. Happy Veterans Day, and thanks to those who serve.
Well, I'm definitely in agreement with that.
And we don't always agree, but life's a journey, and we're all in this together. Remember, do not become a victim. #nobody's victim. Thanks for listening. Godspeed, Connor. Godspeed to all of our friends out there.
Godspeed, Grace. Thanks for listening, and see you all next week.
Dueling Dialogues is brought to you by our affiliates at IX Web Hosting. Click the banner on the rightleftchronicles.com to get up to 40% off your first year of the best hosting on the planet. Today's episode of Dueling Dialogue is brought to you by Saucy Eva. GMA's marinade is coming soon to a plate near you to gourmetize your meats and proteins.